Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygus here, the CryptoPy, and today we're going to talk about how to trade, just some basic tips, right? And the first tip I'm going to give you guys is how to put trend lines on the chart. And it's very simple, right guys? So we're gonna look at like several symbols of coins. You can even do it at stocks, whatever, right? So we'll look at ARK at first. So what do we see immediately here? Well, it works on all kinds of time frames. Right now we're looking at 6 hour. It will work on 1 day, will work on 1 hour. So all you need to do is select here. You can either select the trend line, and you can draw stuff, right? But I like to go here and click on this little arrow here. This is TradingView, by the way, and go to Ray. Why a ray? Because when you put a line, it just goes endlessly further. So it's excellent for trend lines, right? So for a trend line, guys, you will need 2 points of interest. That's right. So 2 lows or 2 highs, it doesn't matter. So let's take 2 lows here, right? So we have a low around here and we have a low around here, right? So you put 2 points on your chart, and what do you see, guys? You want to buy close to when it gets close to this line, right? Well, so you only know it after this point has been created, after a low has been created, right? Because let's say you wouldn't have seen this yet, you could have also thought like, you know, what if it's like this? And you see, you're not that wrong. I mean, yes, it will go through here, but when it goes back up and it gets back to it and it goes again, there's always multiple trend lines possible. Also, when you see this is all stretched out, here was a top because it hit that trend line. You know, trend lines are areas, guys, right? It's not exact science, it's not an exact point, they are areas. So let's keep this one on, right? And if we, for example, take this one to this top here, you can see that it was overextended, came back down, it went back down here, then it went up and it hit this trend line. So it's just they are areas, all right? So just keep that in mind. So yeah, so let's say you would have 2 points here as well, and then it goes all the way up here. Obviously you don't buy, you're not stupid. I mean, you could have bought in these dips, right? But then you need to know Elliott wave structure in order to do that. And we'll go over that in a later on video. That's way higher up strategy. So, you know, trend lines are really simple. Anyone can do it. Just 2 points of interest, and then you just draw your line. Now guess what? When it goes down here and it gets close to the trend line again, and you see it, or you just, let's say you see it when the price is here, right? Well, you can already put your buy orders, you know, start stacking it from, like, you just look left. Always look left, guys. This is history of price. You look left and you start stacking buy orders down here, okay? Just start stacking all the way to down here, because why not? I mean, you don't even need to, because like you see that the trend line's down here. But yeah, start putting buy orders even already here, because this was a top here, right? So it would have started buying here, 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 and then guess what? It hits that trend line and it goes back up. So even if you bought all the way, and this looks high, right, when it's still here, but then it goes back up and you would have made like a nice 60%. That's how trend lines work, guys. So you see right now it's at the trend line again, so it's not a bad time to buy ARK, but there's better coins, alright? There's better coins. This is a very speculative one. I always look at if coins are like any good, right? If they're like in the top 20, this one is not. So like if it's not, I don't go in big, right? I could definitely put a little bit in. Let's say like 0.2 Bitcoin. Let's say I put 2.2 Bitcoin in, right here, where we are right now. Then perhaps in a few days to weeks we'll be up here and I can take out 0.4 Bitcoin. Why not? Okay, so it's just about making profit. So the trend line is very easy here. So let's take a look if we can put a trend line. Let's just scroll randomly. I don't know, I haven't looked at this one forever. Game credits, guys. Is it even loading? doesn't seem to be loading, does it? Let me refresh this page. Sometimes TradingView has some little errors there. So let's take fun. I don't even care what I'm looking at, right? Actually, this is a horrible example, right? Well, you can also see this is actually not a bad example, because I can draw a trend line from this bottom to this bottom, right? If I just have 2 points of interest, and you can see this is a downtrend, right? But when it hits that, it bounces at least a little bit again. And now you can see it didn't go down there again. So what we call this is it's bottoming out. Alright, it's bottoming out. So for now, if you wanted to buy, which is a little bit different, you could put a line, stick a line down here, and down here will be your buy entry. Alright, so yeah, but this is a down market. I'm not messing with that. Game credits, down market as well, but you probably already see it. Let me go to Ray, and if I just stick from this low to this low, and we get another trend line established, and you see that it bounces there. But here, for example, it didn't hit it, right? So you would have needed to buy. That's why I say it's an area. If you would have bought here, you'd be fine. But yeah, don't try to reverse trade, right? This trend is obviously down, so don't buy into a downtrend. All right, you want to short it. This if you can, and I wouldn't suggest shorting in the start at all. But I would have played like this, you know, like put 2 points interest here, then it gets close to that line again. You could have shorted it here, even though this market we can't short, but let's say you could, right? Then you just make money on the downside. It's nice. It's about 44%, but you can't short it anyway. So, but that's basically how trend lines work, guys. So Litecoin. You see, I put lines everywhere, guys. I put lines everywhere. Let me get rid of the Fibonacci here. Make this clean, so I can show you guys what's up, right? 1 day. So we made a new low. You see that? A new low. So on the daily. So I take this low. I take that low. If it gets anywhere close to here, it's a good buy, right? We established that. So Litecoin USDT, same thing, right? We just take this low, and then this one here, and you can see anytime it gets close to this line, it's a good buy, even though sometimes it falls all the way through. That's because newer lows had been established, and if you would have seen this, don't forget about that one, right? If you would have seen this, like this one, now you have it would have bought in here, right? But just anytime it gets close to that line, then you're good. So even if you would have still kept your old entry here, you would have bought in here, which is fine, right? That's around 60, and then when you go to 90, is fine. You just have to stomach that little down, but still it's a trend, right? So Mona coin, it's all trends, guys. Take a line here, boom. So it went here. Obviously you didn't know that is Fibonacci. If you know Fibonacci, you could have entered here, but if you don't know it, you see it goes up and it gets close to the line again, you enter, and boom, off you go to the moon. So guys, that is how simple trend lines work. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.